I'm Terry Turl from Melbourne, Australia, and I'm talking to a young couple here on the steps of Mena House who have just come to Egypt for their first holiday, and they're going to introduce themselves to you, us, and tell us what they've been up to.
All right. My name is Philip and Sue.
I'm Susan.
Vano. We're from San Antonio, Texas, in the good old USA. And as Terry just said, this is our first trip to Egypt. We were very excited about it, and it definitely has not let us down, has it, honey?
Not at all. It's beautiful here.
So you flew into Cairo?
Yes, sir. We sure did.
Don't call me sir. And what was the first thing you did?
Well, the first thing we did is we experienced Cairo, and I think that would be the drive in Cairo. And we had quite a good driver, and I'll tell you, Sue and I travel all over the world, and we've never quite experienced anything like the driving in Cairo. We had a very, very good driver. So,
And where did he drive you to?
he drove us to our first hotel.
Yes.
Which was the
It was by the airport.
by the airport.
Yes.
And then
And then we got in the car and we went on an adventure to see a few things. We went to Papyrus, a place to see how papyrus was made.
Yes. Yes.
And then they took us to a perfumery. Things. We went to Papyrus, a place to see how papyrus was made.
Yes. Yes.
And then they took us to a perfumery so we could see that, and that was interesting. We got first class of Egyptian tea, which was good. After that,
went to the market.
oh, the market.
The souk.
Oh, the souk. Yeah, we went there the first day. Oh my gosh.
We wanted to get a taste of what Egyptian shopping was all about.
Yes.
See what they sold. And
Welcome to the planet.
started practicing a little bit of our bargaining skills, which we pretty much needed every 10 minutes of our trip here.
That's good.
That's part of it. And it's definitely a lot of fun.
So when did you leave Cairo to go somewhere else?
Well, we flew out the next morning
To?
to Luxor to catch our Nile cruise, which we've been looking forward to for many, many years. And that was an adventure. We got to, before we got into the ship, we got to do our balloon ride, which we had never done.
This is where we met Terry.
Yes. Yay.
And we had never been ballooning before.
And how was the trip in the balloon?
Oh my gosh. It was amazing. Truly amazing. I mean, I just watching the animals run on the ground. I got to see my first jackal run across the field, and I was chasing it with my camera, and
You went over low rooftops?
going super low, just skimming the top of the trees, and then getting to go really high. He varied the height constantly, which was fun, and the winds were quite strong. So,
But he was an expert. He did. I'm a pilot for a living, and I'd never done a balloon ride. And I'll tell you, it's something just not to miss.
Yes.
Because you could see the Valley of the Kings and all the temples on the west side. It was
We've got to compete with that music because there's a big wedding going on.
yes.
there's a wedding every night going
Yes.
on in Mena
In a
house. But the rooms are pretty quiet.
Yes.
They've got some pretty good
can't hear, yeah.
ceiling, soundproofing, going on.
Yeah.
But
So with the balloon ride.
And after the balloon ride in Luxor, you went to...
What did we do then?
we went on the cruise, and then we visit.
You went to the Valley of the Kings?
We did. We visited Karnak,
Karnak first.
the Luxor Temple.
Yes.
And we did the night light show
At
Karnak.
At Karnak.
Oh.
And another touchdown.
Yeah, it was amazing.
We just
You felt like you were back in time, with the sound and the pictures on the wall. They made it look like you were there 2,000 years ago. So it was fun.
So, you read the reviews from things like TripAdvisor on some of the different things to do here in Egypt, and some are positive, some are negatives, but I'll tell you, we thought it was all positive.
All positive. Yes.
We're seriously competing with
Can you
music.
hear us at all?
I can hear you, yes, but it's got Egyptian background.
There you
Bummer.
go. True Egyptian life.
Bummer.
So how was the Nile cruise?
Wow. There's so much to say. I don't think you have enough time for it all. But
So you went to a couple of temples. You went to Edfu.
yes, Edfu. How's it pronounced?
were you taken aback by the relief on the carvings on the walls of the temples and the columns?
Yes.
Yes?
And given the story about the different types of columns and what they represented, and
Yes.
the way that the temples were built by not just one pharaoh, but another pharaoh would add on to it, and then another pharaoh. So they weren't necessarily just
No,
one.
it might have taken them 300-400 years to complete a temple.
Yes.
And the ships have Egyptologists on board.
Yes.
And,
Yes.
the Egyptologists would take groups depending upon what nationality they spoke, and they were just a perfect way to see the ruins, having an expert that you could ask all sorts of questions about,
Yeah.
and that would tell you the stories.
So when you got to Aswan, what did you do in Aswan?
Aswan, what did we do?
Philae Temple?
We did the Felucca ride.
Aswan?
Yeah. The boat ride around the island.
Oh, a boat ride.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Around Elephant Island. It was
Yes.
a sailboat.
Sunset.
Sunset, so we got to do it. I was thinking.
No, you sailed in a felucca.
A Felucca.
Yes, that's not a normal yacht. Normal yacht.
No, it's a sailboat.
Yes.
And
Yes.
that was also quite interesting because as we were sailing around the island and we came around the backside of the island, all of a sudden we looked down the side of the boat and there's a surfboard with two kids on it. And they're like, hello, hello. And we're like, hello. And they're like, where are you from? And he was also from France, so we figured we'll try French. So we said from France, and they started singing Barajaka in French. So then we said, okay, well, what about Italian? And they started singing a song in perfect Italian. It was the cutest thing.
In English, and
Yeah.
we even went to Russian, but we said no, that's good. But these were two 12-year-old boys
Yes.
that just caught on to the sailboat while they were just floating around on a windsurfer.
Did you go to the unfinished obelisk?
Yes, we did. Yes.
Now, what did you think when you saw that?
I wouldn't want to be the individual that was doing the last carving at the bottom of it because you carve the top, then you carve the sides, and then you have to go underneath and carve the bottom. And I'm thinking, who's under there when it finally goes, and what happens to them? So I was like, okay.
It's amazing, isn't it? 130 tons.
And,
Twice as
And
big
that-
as any obelisk ever made.
Yeah, but you did see them at Karnak.
yes. Yes.
And how they get them from boat from Aswan to Karnak
It's
and then stand them up.
that's the part, knowing engineering, I'm thinking, how in the world can you do that?
No.
I mean, even today, I think we would have a hard time trying to figure that out, even
Yes.
with cranes. So it was, yes, that was very.
And did you go to Abu Simbel?
We did not.
You did not, no.
We chose to stay around town and
Yes.
check out.
So you went.
We went to Nubian Museum.
That was very interesting.
Very
Yes.
Beautiful museum. New, and it was laid out perfectly so you could go walk through and see everything based on time.
Yep.
Periods. It was awesome.
And so now back in Cairo at Mina House.
Yeah.
How's Mina House?
You can't beat the view.
Yeah.
I mean, breakfast with the pyramids right in front of you. I mean, you can't beat that.
See it in pictures, but when it's in real life, it takes your breath away.
So you've been to see the pyramids?
No, that will be in another day.
Oh.
So not till another day.
So the highlight is coming.
Yes.
Saving the
Yes.
best for last.
Yes, as we say.
And did you go to Al Khalili Bazaar?
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
In fact, we've been there twice.
Yes.
And now you're going to Saqqara, Memphis.
Yes, in Memphis, the last day. Tomorrow we go to Alexandria.
So how many? Oh, that's right. Yes.
Yeah.
So how many days is your tour of Egypt?
Including travel, 12 days.
Yeah.
12 days.
Same as myself and my son. Well, it's been a pleasure meeting you on two occasions, 500 kilometers apart,
Yes.
and then another 250-kilometer drive down the mighty River Nile. And you're back here at Mina House, my favorite hotel.
Safe and sound.
And how have you found the service in this hotel?
Impeccable. Breakfast this morning was just amazing watching the girls. They're so sweet. One thing I do notice about the Egyptians, you look at them, you smile, they smile back, and that's just to me amazing. And they've got the most wide smiles, and they're really pleasant people.
Yeah.
If you ask for something that you need, then they will do their utmost to try to help
To
you
serve
out.
you.
And they generally offer you everything before you open your mouth.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Sure.
So where are you from in the States?
We're from Texas.
Yes, yes. So thank you for chatting to me, and maybe this will go to the world.
I hope people have.
We need to get people to realize that Egypt is in need of tourism again. The country is settling down nicely. They're happy with the new president, and there's a smile coming on their faces.
And they're looking for us to come.
Yeah.
They want us to come.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bon voyage.
Yeah.
Hamdi!